back to Science for Kids. Today, we'll do something called electroplating. So, without any further ado, let's hop right in. Shiny, right? It's just silver. We couldn't make it better. Let's add some brown. That might be cool, right? So, I think we should add some brown. But how are we gonna do it? Well, we're gonna use something called electroplating. So, to carry out electroplating, we're gonna need a copper strip, some copper sulfate, which is this blue stuff, a water beaker, and of course the original metal, which in this case is tin, some wires, and a power supply, which is this giant thing. Remember, electricity is dangerous, so we need to put on some gloves. Okay, so step one. First, we get some copper sulfate and dissolve it into the water. Now, make sure to close it up so that it doesn't spill everywhere. Now, we're going to use mixer, as I call it, to dissolve the copper sulfate.
6.5 hours later.
Now, once you finish stirring, put it aside. Whoa, that didn't work out. Anyways, so now we use the wires, which are these things, to connect the copper strip, the metal strip, which is tin, and of course the power supply. Alright, so always remember, the copper strip must be connected to the positive, and in this case, positive is red. So we're going to connect it, and the metal strip to the negative. Now we're going to hold them and put them into the water. Preferably, they would not touch each other. So untangle it a bit and put it in the water. Done. Now we're going to make them not touch each other and turn on the power supply. Hold on. Wait, doesn't electricity need a closed circuit, run? Why would this solution conduct electricity? The answer is because copper sulfate dissolves in water and with created positively charged copper ions and negatively charged sulfur ions or sulfate ions. Therefore, in the solution, there are more freely floating ions that conduct electricity. In this case, copper strips connected to the positive output is called an anode. And of course, the metal strip, which connected to the negative output, is called a cathode. When we turn on the power supply, which we did, and give this circuit a bunch of voltage, which is 13, a current is formed. Electrons flow from the positive anode, this part, to the negative anode, cathode, which is this part. As a result, the copper will lose all its electrons. They become copper ions. So the copper ions totally dissolved in the water and moved to the metal strip. Okay, so some time has passed. Let's see the result. So first, let's turn it off so we don't get zapped. Alright, let's take the copper out first. You can see, if you look really closely, part of the copper has dissolved out of it into the solution. The strip also looks kind of worn out. Anyways, let's take the metal out. As you can see, it's now brown. That's really cool. So you can see that some copper has been charred onto its surface. Now this thing looks much more interesting. Not just silver, now it's brown. Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. And make sure to smash like if you haven't already, and subscribe because it helps me out a ton. It's free. You can always change your mind if you don't like me anymore. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.